in the first half, and so they're struggling here.
Here's one of their few big plays. It is incomplete, though. And Matty, they just have not produced that big play, explosive offense that we're so used to seeing Anthony Calvillo exhibit during his glorious career.
Yeah, Whitaker's got a 21-yard run, and then the touchdown pass to this man here, Brandon London, in the first quarter on the first drive of the game of 19 yards, and that's it. That's it. They're having to inch their way down the field. Credit Calgary's defense for stepping up and making those plays. But that one's on Brandon. He's got to bring that down. You need a big play. You got an opportunity, balls in your hands. You got to squeeze it.
So again, Larry Taylor resides back in his red zone, 15-yard line.
Let him go, let him go.
Sean White angles it perfectly. I know it sounds simplistic, and you know we keep hammering at it, the second down conversions and second down numbers, but you know this is the Canadian Football League, and if the numbers pull out, if you don't have success on first down and you got second and short, there's probably a good chance you're going to start moving the football.
This is it here. Talked about it. Now it's 4-15 for the Owls. And first two, it hasn't gotten any better, and that's the one you have to look at there. Not so much the 2 and outs. That's going to happen in this game of 3-down football, but the second down conversions I think is more telling.
Stampeders looking to put the hammer down here in this fourth quarter. Again, they trailed early. John Cornish takes down Chip Cox and Billy Parker. Tag team tackle, very close again to a first down.
And what I like there is you know, he's getting help from Marquay McDaniel, and this is what you're going to need. Marquay is number 16 right here. Watch what he does. He's going to free up Cornish. He's going to get on the legs. He's going to knock this man down, but then Billy Parker, Chip Cox, they're there making Cornish go laterally as opposed to vertically. And that's the key to their success there.
Second down and 2. Cornish up the gut. And there it is, first down again.
That's
John
what you
Cornish
don't want.
left, right, and middle now.
Yeah, that's what you don't want. Cornish going shoulder pads downhill, reminiscent of Joffrey Reynolds for all those years. Just a phenomenal north-south runner. And I think that's when Cornish, or any back for that matter, is at their best, is going downhill, using their leverage and speed, and being very, very subtle in their left to right movements.
John Cornish, the Canadian of the Year in the CFL, was nominated for a Most Outstanding Player as well, a season for the ages. Now Kevin Glenn goes deep and unable to bring in a Willie Mays-style catch was Joe West, and a penalty flag flies down near the 49-yard line. And might this be interference downfield?
Pass interference. Montreal.
It is.
Automatic first down.
Gerald Brown.
And I credit the offensive line for Calgary and doing the job. You watch Brett Jones and watch them slide protect. They all move this way and slide protect, and a subtle movement of the pocket. Watch them all slide protection, move the pocket about 3 or 4 yards to the right, and there's nobody within Kevin Glenn of 4 yards. And he's able to spot it out there, and Gerald Brown gets caught for tugging on West jersey. Nice job by that Calgary O-line.
Calgary moving it again. Larry Taylor. Little slant pattern on the hitch. Time to check in with our sack tally, brought to you by Purolator, tackling hunger across Canada. Check. Surprising numbers there in the fact that BC only has 1 sack going into week 3. The Alouettes currently have 10, the Stampeders with 5.
On pressure, we've seen pressure. We've seen Montreal trying to bring pressure with Edom and whatnot, but Winnipeg, well, they feasted the first couple of weeks.
Right on the Alouettes. All 11 of those sacks came against Montreal. Second and 3 again. Cornish time. Good tackle. Scooter Berry scooted over and brought him down, short of a first down.
And we talk about that's a second down conversion, missed opportunity by Calgary. Calgary is now 12 of 21 in that category compared to Montreal 4 of 15. So there's a big difference. Calgary's getting it done to sustain those drives and to possess the football. Montreal is not.
possessing the football, field position. Calgary's at really good field position for most of the night here, and that's why they lead 19-7. Third down, no Bull Levi Mitchell this time because it's third and about 3. So Rob Maver's going to try to angle this one again. Kick flutters, looks like a good one. Devine turned around. He might have been picking up his helmet in the second row. Boy, oh boy.
Looked like he was fair catching that thing, Rod.
John Cornish breaking away again tonight.
The Kraft Celebration Tour. Trident, taste the wonder.
19-7. Calgary Stampeders lead the hometown Montreal Alouettes. Alouettes lost 2 home games the entire year last season. They are in danger of going back-to-back home losses to start this season.
Rod Maver pinning them back deep in their own zone. They got to go 107 to put the ball in the end zone here.
They've got to find some offensive magic, which has been missing. Arland Bruce tries to conjure some here. Up near the 20, and the veteran Arland Bruce. Big play, 23 yards. That's the biggest play for the Alouettes from scrimmage tonight.
I'm in the studio often with John Climby, Milt, Chris, and Dave, and I'm always throwing my hands up when they throw these little bubble screens to the receivers on the edge. Oftentimes you see them throwing to guys that really can't move or have any shake. Well, Arland Bruce can move, and he's got shake, and he's got power. That's a good guy to get the football in that situation.
Calvillo has time, going deep again, and in blanket coverage, Arland Bruce makes an outstanding catch.
What about the eight? Absolutely, because Keon Raymond is doing everything he can to take this ball away, but it's a ball thrown the outside. Look at all the room you've got out to the outside. AC knows that. He's got basically 24 yards from the hash to the boundary to work with, and Keon just can't cover all that ground.
Arland Bruce already has more yards tonight than he has had all season through the 2 games, and S.J. Green only his second catch. Bruce has 5 catches for 79 yards. We really haven't heard much from S.J. Green or Jamel Richardson, the game breakers so far here, maybe on this drive. Alouettes need it right now.
They certainly do, but Arland Bruce is stepping up big. You know, a couple of big plays to him, one to S.J. Well, here, good situation here, 2nd and 2. Getting some momentum here. Playing with a sense of urgency now, Rod, with just under 9.5 minutes to go in this ball game.
Again, we saw it from the Owls in their opening drive. Not much since. Pump fake. Calvillo throws it way behind the intended target. Calvillo was knocked down. He was leveled. Juwan Simpson got close to him. Let's go down to John Liu again on the sideline.
Thank you, Rod. And the update from the Montreal Alouettes is simply that Scott Flory has suffered an upper body injury. We spotted him in the dressing room in street clothes. Obviously, he is out for the game. The doctors have examined him once, and they will take him for an MRI as soon as possible.
Third down, 2 yards to go. Alouettes aren't going for it. Still lots of time. Calvillo fires, and complete. What a play.
Ron Mayo, unbelievable play. Great coverage.
And a turnover in downs for the Montreal Alouettes. Still 9:05 to go, but they still trail 19-7.
Yeah, this is what happens. AT's got a little pump and go going, but he gets clobbered right in the face right there by Juwan Simpson. And then here's the last play, Ron Mayo on 3rd and 2. AC's slinging it out there, but he's got, because watch this play here by Ron Mayo. He plants his feet, dives, sticks his arm right on over the top, knocks it down. AC's got nowhere to throw that football. Turnover on downs.
Calgary Stampeders. Brought their A game here tonight. Trailed early 7-0, but their sense of urgency has been palpable here tonight. A team that was also looking for a big bounce back, and they're getting it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's critical there. Alouettes have been perfect on third down conversions, 3 and 3 on the night, but they shut them down there. And I think this defense is playing with extreme sense of urgency for Calgary Stampeders, and it's showing.
Stampeder offense that scored no points in Regina. Cornish again. Penalty flag again. Alan Michael Cash with the tackle on John Cornish. This is coming back.
Holding Calgary number 63. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
Do you see the look on Cornish's face there coming back from that play there? He's a little upset. And, you know, he's the guy's perfection. He's about perfection. He's about winning, competing. And his team's up by 12 points here. But it would almost seem with his demeanor they're down 12. And I love that in him because he's a fighter and a competitor.
Again, probably goes back to last week when they flatlined in the second half, scored no points.
Yeah, good point.
And I'm sure John Hufnagel has been emphasizing that all week. And look at this again. Nick Lewis plays tractor trailer and carries a couple of bodies with him again. Actually, Jabari Arthur is the target that time. He made a play like Nick Lewis, though.
Sure did. This is what you love about Kevin Glenn. 13 years, Illinois State. Watch him keep his composure and poise in the pocket. Initial read breaks down. He feels pressure. He got to step up, keeps his eyes downfield, buys some time, directs traffic. Watch him point to his left, sticks it in behind his ear, on the money. Boy, that is fun to watch. That's why he's so valuable to this football team. Best backup in the league. Good start for a lot of teams.
Spreading the faith tonight, Jabari Arthur with his third catch. John Cornish again. And establishing the ground and going to the air. That's what Kevin Glenn is doing. 7 minutes to go, ticking down.
Yeah, now the onus is on him, though, because that first down run by Cornish only got him 2. So, advantage Montreal defense. They got to come up with a stop here. Noel Thorpe's got to get it done here. It's the defensive coordinator for the Alouettes. He's hoping his team get his offense to football. Defense got to get him off the field. They're bringing pressure.
Here's the blitz, and down goes Kevin Glenn. Shea Emery.
Sorry about that, Ryan. I was talking about Noel hoping his team would get him off the field, and they do. They bring pressure here. Watch Shea Emery standing up right here. And he's just going to work hard and get slips right back. Got right by John Gott, 63, basically untouched.
Mike Edom there as well. Ball
Noel
hot.
Thorpe is loving it. He's loving it. He said, that's what we needed. Maybe that we can spark our offense a little bit here because we need 12 in 6 minutes and 15 seconds here. And offense has been non-existent since the first drive of the game.
Certainly not an insurmountable lead at this point. Time is running out, though, and a great angle kick again. And a penalty flag. 40-yard kick. Rob Maver angled it perfectly, but will step aside and come back. Als need points, and they need them in a hurry. Parade to the sideline continues. Austin Phillips, latest casualty. Special teams coverage. Looks like he's okay, though. See if he comes back in. Now the Alouettes turn. They need to march this field and effectively use the clock as Jake Green moves the sticks up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, 5:45, 5:47 left in the ball game, and this offense needs a kickstart because they haven't done anything since, like we said, the first drive of the ball game. They've been shut down by a amped up Calgary defense, and AC's going no, huddle up the line of scrimmage. Maybe they'll establish some rhythm here.
Amped up Calgary defense that has been so good in coverage. I mean, how many receivers, when you think about it, look back over the night, have been really wide open beyond the hitches?
Nothing. Everything's underneath. Nothing over the top, as you stated earlier. No big plays. And really, it's that's shut down. Keon Raymond told us in sit-down meetings yesterday that they, as a secondary, wanted to be physical and match fire with fire from the Alouettes, and they've done that tonight.
2nd and 10. 3-man rush. Calvillo, look out. The ball goes flying. The Stampeders have it.
Charleston Hughes making his presence felt. We haven't said his name often, but his motor never stops, and I can guarantee it. And he comes back, swipes the arm and the ball out of Anthony Calvillo. That's the old empty hand trick going forward. And on that play, a lot of people here are exiting stage left.
Here's Hughes, and then DeMonte Bolden is right there. Johnny on the spot. The only question is that a fumble or was that a pass? And it clearly looked like the ball was out. So now Calgary, chance to ice this. Another turnover for the Alouettes. Kevin Glenn in trouble, and down he goes. Kyrie's in there.
Good call, Kevin. Get down in a hurry when that guy's Angry Bird.
Angry Bird's around.
Yeah, he was flying hard that time, swooping in for the kill, and Kevin Glenn felt him and got down and saved his life. Well, it's just straight up. Looks like a salmon back go. Shea Emery and Kyrie Saber coming in on the blitz, and untouched. Kyrie Saber gets to Kevin Glenn, target seen.
That's the fourth sack by Montreal tonight. How numbers are deceiving. 4 sacks for Montreal, no sacks for Calgary. Yet look at the score.
Yeah.
Kevin Glenn again in trouble. Now he has to dance, and dancing nowhere.
He's dancing blind. He's just kind of like a pinball there, getting blown up. Pressure provided by Noel Thorpe's defense once again. Alouettes D's trying to give their offense a chance, but the offense just can't get kick-started. More frustration for Anthony Calvillo and his veteran unit offensively. Just can't find the end zone against a fired-up Calgary defense.
Now their defense, Montreal has come up big. Been able to hold them again, but time now down to 4 minutes.
Montreal 5 sacks, 3 hurries, 5 hits on Glenn. 1 pass deflection.
And it's blocked. A huge play here. They picked it up, and they're going to score.
Is that Jerome Messam? Who is that?
And Gainey gets the touchdown. Just when it looked like Montreal's defense or special teams needed to score, they do. Rob Maver, 2 outstanding angle punts, and this one is blocked. And suddenly, this game turns.
And all those people exiting stage left, maybe get back on the horse to come right back.
Better get back here.
Right off the edge, untouched. Ed Gainey just basically takes it off his foot, blocked it with his belly, and then gets an escort into the end zone untouched. Huge play, big mistake by the Calgary special teams, and Montreal capitalizes.
Well, the Alouettes provide some fireworks. Boy, that was on time, too. There's a big international fireworks display not far away. That was almost the same time that touchdown score that they ignited those fireworks. 3:33 to go, and a 5-point game. And somehow, the Montreal Alouettes still might be able to pull this out.
And that's Canadian football. You know, we've been talking offense and defense the entire football game. Hadn't said much about offense up until Rod Maver started pinning them back with great punts into the corner and great field position, pinning Montreal back, and then there, mental lapse, easy block for Ed Gainey, and the Alouettes are right back in this football game.
Ed Gainey out of Appalachian State. Huge play. Well, you know, you talked about it, Matt, and even though